Hello Internet, so nice to see you. There is this super cool thing I found out about recently and I want to share it with you guys because honestly it's too cool and I cannot keep it for myself. So, this seems to have been gone for a while, and there are some people that typically play Fender Strats, and they found a way to set up the guitar so that when you use the tremolo bar, or the vibrato bar, depending how you want to call it, when you pull it up, it bends on specific pitches, okay? So it's super cool, and you can do a lot with that. So here's the first warning. When I've seen this done the first time, when I've seen somebody talking about that, my first reaction was, this is absolutely impossible. It will never work in real life. It doesn't make any physical sense. Notice I am actually a physicist, okay? So I think I know a thing or two about physics, but I was wrong. Then I've seen this person doing it. I've seen a few people doing it. That's the thing. And then I found a video of an Italian luthier explaining how to do it on your guitar. And I'm going to link the video below. And it works. It's magic. Okay, so let me show you what it does first. Okay, so there is a way to set up your guitar with a floating bridge. Okay, so that when you pull up your tremolo bar, okay, the first string will bend exactly one fret. Meaning that when you go and once the tremolo bar finish its span, okay, when you get and touch the guitar with that, the first string goes up exactly one half step. The second string goes up exactly 2 frets, and the third string goes up 3 frets. Or if you prefer, on the open string, the E goes up to an F, the B goes up to a C sharp, and the G goes up to a B flat. Okay? All at the same time. Okay, and this is crazy because the musical possibilities of these are great. So, because what I can do now is that I can use the tremolo bar to bend something, to bend the strings to a note I want. If I'm in A minor, I can hold this E note here, and then when I pull on the third string, when I pull up this tremolo bar, I go straight to a G. Okay, so now I can start doing this. I could play the C, hammer on to the D, slide to the E, pull up to a G. Something that you will not be able to do without this thing. I can do even more. I could actually start from the A, slide to a B, hammer on to the D, C, hammer on to the D, slide to the E, pull up to the G. Okay, so. Okay, try to do this without this idea here. And this is beautiful because, again, I can use this bar to bend up whatever at the note I want. Another thing I can do is, and again, let's say I am in A minor or C major, I can think about those notes here, F, G, A, B, they are all in key, and and F and G are 2 frets apart, A and B are 2 frets apart. So by only fingering F and A, I can bend using this tremolo the F up to a G and the A up to a B, which allows me to do all this kind of or all this kind of very cool. Okay, and they're all in tune. So I could bend, pull off while I am using the tremolo bar, and then down, and then let it go. So I have the A note, B note, G, and release to F. Or vice versa, F, G, hammer onto B. I mean, you're hammering onto an A, but since you're pulled up, it sounds like a B. And release to the A. I heard Jeff Beck doing exactly this lick. And I've always wondered how he was doing that and how precise it would have been to work with the bar at that level of precision. And turns out, no, you just need to set it up correctly. Now, before we go ahead on the musical possibilities, if you want to set up your guitar this way, I'm linking in the description of this video, I'm linking the video of an Italian luthier, Galeazzo Frudua, and he has a worse accent than mine, okay? So just warned, okay? But Galeazzo explains everything step by step. And the beauty of that is that the only tools you're gonna need are a screwdriver and a bunch of sticky notes. And it's crazy. In few minutes, you can have your guitar set up this way. Now, what can we do with this new thing? Well, the melodic possibilities are great. I can have this A, B, bend to C, because again, on the first string, you go up 1 fret. And then I can have this E, G, A, and again, on the second string is 2 fret. And then on the third string, it's 3 frets, so I'm gonna go C, D, E, G. But for me, the real fun with this idea comes when you start doing double stops. Because with double stop, you're gonna have this thing that the 3 different strings move up a different amount, so the interval will change. Example, I could play this G and B. The G is at the second string 8th fret, the B is at the first string 7th fret. When I pull up this tremolo, the B will go up to a C and the G will go up to an A, because again, the first string goes up 1 fret and the second string goes up 2 frets. So it will go to an A and a C, which sounds great together. So okay, sounds a bit like a pedal steel guitar or a B bender, but you don't need a B bender, you just need a standard normal tremolo. Okay, and by the way, I said that this is done typically on Strats, but you can do this with any guitar that has a tremolo that stops at a certain point. On those 2 notes, I can add another note. I could add a D note on the 3rd string. So now I have essentially a G major chord, because I have a B, a G, and a D. Okay, so again, very simple shape here. What's gonna happen? Again, the B is gonna go up to a C. The G is gonna go up 2 frets to an A. On the 3rd string, the D is gonna go up 3 frets to an F. The resulting shape, the resulting sound, will be this, which is F-A-C, and this is an F major. So you're bending from a G major chord into an F major chord. Okay, and the beauty is that you can also do this. You can start with an F major chord here on frets 5, 6, and 5, slide to the G, bend to the F chord, and back. Okay, there is no other way of playing this kind of thing. And by the way, you can, if you don't like the sound of all those notes together, you can also take, for instance, only the note on string 1 and 3. Okay, so let's try another thing. Let's play an A minor chord on the first string, all the three strings at fret number 5. The notes are again are C, E, and A. Now, what happens if I bend with the tremolo here? The A is gonna go up to a B flat, 1 fret. The E is gonna go up to a G flat, 2 frets, okay? And the C is gonna go up to an E flat, 3 frets. So I'm gonna have E flat, G flat, B flat. Those 3 notes form an E flat minor chord, which is a minor chord that is a triton away from the original chord. That's a chord progression you hear in movies. And we can slide one of those chords into each other with a very interesting voice leading. This must have a lot of application. Now the question is, what happens to the other 3 strings? Now I found that I have 2 strats, and that those 2 strats react to this procedure in a slightly different way. So, for instance, on this strat, the 4th string bends exactly like the 2nd string, so exactly 2 frets. 5th string on both strats will not work, and on the other strat the 4th string doesn't work either. The 6th string seems to be interesting. It seems to bend exactly 3 frets, but in this case it seems to depend on the exact guitar. Okay, so the first 3 strings you can always manage to get them to do 1 step, 1 half step, 2 half step, and 3 half step, no problem. The other 3 strings seems to be more of a hit and miss, and sometimes it works. But in this specific situation, since most of my 4th string bend 2 frets exactly like my 2nd string, I can play any interval on those 2 strings and raise it 2 frets. Okay, so this is gonna be interesting. Because I can slide those octaves. Okay, or bend those octaves. Okay, as if I had a slide, but I don't have a slide, I just use my tremolo, okay? The 6th string again seems to bend up 3 frets. And here's where you can hear it's not exactly in tune, okay? Okay, it's not exactly in tune, but still good enough for some shapes. Okay, you can hear it. A bit, one of the strings is slightly out of tune. But the idea is that this shape here, which is D major chord here and with a bass of A on the 6th string, this will bend up to a C major chord, and this note here will bend up to a C note, so it will sound to this, will bend up to this. Okay? Okay, there's a few musical possibilities of this thing, and I think it's really cool. I mean, I played with it only for a few days, okay? So there's a lot more things I'm finding out, but first impression on this setup is that you need to get used to it, okay? The guitar feels a bit different when you do this, but there are so many musical possibilities when you solo, when you play double stops. It's fun. It's super fun. So if you want to try it. I just wanted to say, I mean, there's something new. I think it's super cool, and I think all my subscribers here need to know about that. Remember where you've heard it, okay? And nothing. Now, to find out anyway all those possibilities, it pays to really know your fretboard back and forth, so that you can find all those shapes in a moment, and then you can see how those shapes change when you bend this way. To really get to know your fretboard, I would recommend you guys check out my course, Complete Chord Mastery. Yeah, I know, self-promotion, but sorry guys, it's the internet, it's YouTube. I mean, I'm doing those videos for free. Let me just at least show you my course, and if you don't like it, no problem, but let me just show you what I'm doing. I have this course. It's a complete course, and it teaches you harmony on guitar straight on the fretboard. Everything we do is done straight on the fretboard, so you can see all those chords, you can hear all those chords, and it's easier to play. And rather than doing complex mathematical calculations when you do theory like in Triton substitution and stuff, you see everything straight on the fretboard, so you can develop an intuitive approach to the whole thing. And of course, in these courses are definitely exercises to be done. So I recommend, if you take the course, you guys do all the exercises, even the simple one, because they change the way you think about guitar, and they change it for the better, of course. And so you can, again, gain this intuitive approach to the fretboard. Okay, now if you like this video, if you learned something new here, if you find that this different setup is fun to play with, well, then smash on that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and when you subscribe, click on the notification bell. Otherwise, YouTube will not let you know when I put up a new video. And if you have any questions, anything you want to answer, any comment, feedback, suggestions, write them down in the comment. I read all my comments, and I make video about them. This is Tommaso Zilio of musictheoryforguitar.com, and until next time, enjoy!